Librarian Caitlin here. I'm going to talk to you today about something that some other librarians and I have been working on putting together for you. It's called the Read Woke Challenge, and it is a challenge designed to get adults, kids, and teens of all ages reading books that are about a variety of different people and a variety of different life experiences. Cecily Lewis, a school librarian, was the first one to initiate the Read Woke Challenge, and she says that a Read Woke book is one that challenges a social norm, gives voice to the voiceless, provides information on a group that has been disenfranchised, seeks to challenge the status quo, or has a protagonist from an underrepresented or oppressed group. We have made a Read Woke LibGuide with a list of suggested reading for each of the different Read Woke topics so that you can find things to read in the categories that we are offering badges for. I brought some of these titles with me today so I can tell you a little bit about them. The first book I want to talk about is There by Tommy Orange, which is in the Native American Voices category. This is really a collage of stories about different Native Americans who are all traveling to present-day Oakland to take part in a powwow. And it's really intense, it's really personal, it really helps you put yourself in someone else's shoes. And what I love about this book is the way that the author uses imagery and metaphor and just the way he uses the language. There were several times while I was reading this I had to just stop and sort of absorb the imagery and the sensations that he was creating, and as soon as I finished it, I knew that I was going to want to read it again someday. Next up is The Book of Unknown Americans by Christina Enriquez, which is in the Latinx Voices section of our LibGuide. This is about a family from Mexico who moves to the United States in order to find better healthcare for their teenage daughter who has been in an accident. And the great thing about this is that the chapters alternate points of view between the family and other people who live in the same apartment complex where they live. So you really get a variety of perspectives on the Riviera family as well as the immigrant community that they live in and try to become a part of while they are living in the United States. We're also suggesting Behold the Dreamers by Mbolo Mbue. This is in the Immigrant Stories category of our reading challenge, and this is about a family from Cameroon who moves to the United States to try to get a better life, and they start working for a wealthy Manhattan family, but when the financial collapse happens in 2008, it throws all of their lives into turmoil, the wealthy family as well as the family from Cameroon's, and it's really a story of two cultures, two marriages, and the American dream and what that means. And this is the 2017 recipient of the PEN/Faulkner Award for Fiction. And lastly for today is George Takei's graphic memoir, They Called Us Enemy. This is in our Asian American Voices category. And this is the story not just of George and his family when he was a child being put into the Japanese American internment camps during World War II, but it's also the story of the government's thought process and how that led to the policies and the laws that ended up putting thousands of Japanese Americans into these internment camps. So the result is a really moving, at times really horrifying portrait of how fear and xenophobia can end up causing harm to Americans. So that's it for today. I hope you'll want to check out some of these suggested Read Woke books. Sign up for the challenge by going to our website and clicking on the Read Woke link. You can earn badges by reading books on our suggested lists. And then over the course of the next year, we'll be entering challenge winners into quarterly drawings for one of these Read Woke t-shirts. That's all for now. Thanks, everyone.